Today is March 12, 2026. It is 4:15 a.m. There's a lot to share with you. Let's go straight on X. This video, we're going to focus on the royal family left behind us away from the war. Hopefully, I don't bring the war into this video because I have more tweets to share with you. That will be another video that has to do with US, Middle East, all crazy topics. All right, so let's go on X. This is the first tweet. I want to make it quick. This is on my list for my other video. A lot of people are talking different topics. All right, so we sort of picking up.
Are you involved in this
we picking up where after the Commonwealth, I think Not My King share some stuff, the booing of the royal family. So I came across this, so I thought we should start with that first. Okay, young people protesting the royal family yesterday at the Commonwealth Day. I mean, his reasons are valid. Okay, 17 seconds. Let's see here.
We're in the middle of a protest. We're going to ask some questions. Are you involved in this protest?
I'm right.
What exactly are you protesting?
The royal family.
What against them? What about it?
But listen, all you need to know is half of them look like overgrown testicles and one of them fucks kids.
We're in the middle of a...
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Oh my God. Look, that's pretty much me here. No, he didn't. Overgrown. What? Look at this. Okay, I can't even play it properly. People in the UK are the funniest people on the planet. That's the laugh. Yeah, I had co-workers in the UK once, Stoke-on-Trent, and after conference call, my abdomen was always sore from laughing. When people in the UK aren't clutching pearls, they are hilarious. Think of the amount of money it takes to keep them. Then think of the bills they sign, like austerity bills. They don't and never have a bill for the common people to be signed. All right, so there's all of that. Yeah, all of their basis is all... Duchess can't stop laughing, I know. All of their bills is to protect them. All right, come on. All right, let me read what's there and then that's it. There's that GIF here, they're laughing. The UK media can try to ignore this all they want by writing other headlines, but the decline and disgust from many, especially from the young people in the UK about the UK royal family is not going away. The royal family poll numbers are dropping massively. All right, young people are no longer fooled. For decades, they follow outdated traditions simply because of the custom of their great-grandparents and grandparents. Today, they see reality more clearly and have every right to express what they want and what they don't identify with. And that has to do with the US as well, because people in the US are not letting the Epstein thing go away. All right? Even though mainstream media may turn, they might blow, ships, oil tankers and all of that. Nope. American people are multitaskers. Yes, all of these issues that's going around the world, very important to everybody. But what happened is that so many people have different interests. A whole bunch of groups may focusing on the war, another group may focusing on the Epstein, another group may even go micro focus on different little other things within the Epstein. So it's being spread, it's being shared by different people who keeps the thing going. All right, they try to capture all form of communication to be in control of it, but with social media, as much as they want to control it, people are still talking. Next tweet. There's a tweet that someone tagged me. I need to add it maybe at the end. Hopefully I remember. You know what? Let me do it now. Let me pause and add it at the end. I did have it on the list. Okay, so this is the next tweet. The warrior shouldn't be above the law. Who's that? Ayo Ash Sakar. Okay, this person here. Let me pause. This is somebody here who they tagged. The warrior shouldn't be above the law, and there's this person here, on Charles' complicity in the Andrew scandal. All right, there's all those hashtags. All right, let's listen. 26 seconds.
The king then Prince Charles may have had a hand in paying for someone who may well have been a victim of trafficking and sexual assault. I think that it goes right to the heart of the monarchy, I'm afraid, and about the system of inherited power, state power, privilege and money, and when all those things come together to warp and distort the systems of justice that we want to operate without fear or favour.
She makes sense. This is, there was another time I came across a video of hers. She sounds reasonable. This is the second time I've seen her talking about issues that make sense. And I think I have shared it on one of my videos. Probably last year or before. Definitely not last year. Maybe the year before. Okay, England forsake the king who has forsaken his people. Okay, she is very articulate. Couldn't have said it better. Yeah, she is very articulate. Abolish the monarchy now. The royal shouldn't be. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. This is the problem that people have. They create, as society, we create rules, laws for all of us to follow. Once one person goes above the law to put another below the law, this is where the imbalance happens. Okay, but they keep on adding amount of injustice. It's become too much. At some point, it's going to be explode. All right, what they want, what they're looking to do, is nation to go against nation. But what I hope that happen is that the young people gather themselves together. All right, with different technologies that we could translate what we think or whatever. The people, the vast majority of people come together. All right, to say, no, we're not going against each other. The problem is you guys, the rich and powerful, because they are together. They're showing as if there's issues here against, let's say, UK, Iran or whatever, but the powerful are pretty much intact. They just want to divide us. All right, next tweet. The royal family is literally taking money directly from people's pocket and no one is complaining. But a retreat with Meghan, no one is forced to go to, is what bothers you. Oh, is there... I haven't really been online that much. Oh, is Harry and Meghan somewhere? Okay. Will never make sense, but then again, when has anything they say made sense, right? Like they expect that we magically forget when Kate and William were charging thousands in the US for people to sit with them dinner. They were last year for Earthshot, and even then people were looking for Harry. I feel she's making herself more important than she is. Only people like her will go on that. As for the royal family, it's 60... was it pound per month we pay, and it's worth every penny. Thank you. All right, so go enjoy them being abused. Coming beyond absurd and tedious, always whining every time the Sussexes go outside. All right, I didn't come across that headline for me to say anything, but here, there's the squad. Let's see if anybody put anything. This is an ad. I can't really say much besides what is being discussed. Next one, let's pause this. Rob Shooter, despite 4 clicks, latest failed attempt to smear Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. All right, let's listen. It's almost 2 minutes. There's no comment, and then I'll go to the next tweet after that. Let's listen. Screenshots, okay?
Bear with me. She wants 4 floors of the Hyatt completely shut down just for her. A source tells Royal Insider Rob Shooter, who writes on Substack.
Oh, him? Oh my god. Am I gonna listen
This
to...
is where you got your information.
Oh my
And a
god.
source told him she wants 4 floors of the Hyatt shut down, extra security outside, staff aren't allowed to look at her. Another insider told him, allegedly, anyone who has any interaction with her has to call her Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex, that is her correct address, because she is still an HRH, and she is the Duchess of Sussex. And that is how you would address any other member of the royal family, by their full title the first time, and then sir or ma'am after that. Security arrangements are said to include 24/7 drivers, a fleet of luxury cars, and a police escort from the airport straight to the hotel. She's asking for a fortress. Are members of the British royal family not driven around in luxury cars? Do they not have a police escort? Honey, I'm still stuck on Substack.
Okay.
You could tell this man needed a bone because 3 likes, 0 comments, 8 likes, 2 comments, 6 likes, 2 comments. But then you get to Meghan, 24 likes, 20 comments, but then it goes right back down to 12 likes, 2 comments. I can't make this shit up. I cannot make it up. He looks like the type to say that water's spicy for him. I don't trust the thin-lipped.
Okay. Let's leave that alone. I have nothing to say about that. Another word, I don't know. Next tweet. All right, there's this. I really love this picture. That's from the Paris, what is it? Parents Week? I'm saying parents. Paris Fashion Week. And that guy was like, Meghan, Meghan. And Meghan just, it's like a second. She turned over, click. Perfect. I love this one. Okay, if your title as a marchioness is such a big deal in your country, why do you or your so-called supporters need to bring up the name of another woman of color living in another country for you to feel seen? I think in one of the videos I did either yesterday or the day before, whenever I was talking about the royal family or Meghan, someone put a screenshot of, I think it was an IG, of that particular marchioness that they're talking about. It's not someone that I follow. There's a lot of people I don't follow. So what are they saying now? Let's pause this. That's an ad. Okay, her title is impeccable, but to that lot, she's still the biracial daughter of unmarried parents. I'm guessing what remains of the British aristocracy has not embraced her despite all she's accomplished on lead, and so she turned to reality TV to get the attention she craves. Again, I don't follow her, so I don't know. That's an ad. Let's pause that. Okay, if they always compare other royals to Meghan Sussex, then who is clearly the star of the bunch? Meghan. Emma was mad, but they really do need to leave Meghan, a royal duchess, out of their reality TV talk. Meghan is not involved. It's surprising Weymouth will even get involved. I have no idea what they're talking about. Was there something was said on TV? I'm telling you, the squad are everywhere. I didn't come across. The title marchioness is not a big deal at all. She married into the family, so it's not even her birthright. All right. I mean, it's the same thing as Meghan. This is why Meghan don't even care about that. She said her most prized title is being a mother. She doesn't care about all of this. I know she's not talking about Meghan on this particular tweet, but that's what I'm saying. Meghan doesn't care about it. It's not even her birthright. But what she wants to protect for her children, because her children is also Harry's children. She wants to make sure to protect her children's birthright. If the monarchy is gone and titles no longer exist, so be it. Her kids will be just fine as well. But because of their birthright and the monarchy is still there, so she wants to preserve her children's birthright, and then when they get older, they could decide if they want it or not. Okay? But for Meghan, personally, she doesn't care. Again, this tweet is not making reference to Meghan. I'm just saying, where she said here, she married into the family, so it's not even her birthright. I'm making the comparison with Meghan. But for Archie and Lily, it's their birthright because of Harry is their father. All right? I hope they open up their deaf ears and marinate on that and cease with their underestimation. They need to stay out of her way. I wish I would see what they were talking about. Everyone knows who the star is, and it's not some marchioness. Okay? Meghan is a passer. She's not a woman of color. Okay. Exactly. Check. Oop. All right. Let's get to the next one. Okay. This is Erica. I always love her analysis. All right, let's pause. Yes, they're mad and bitter all over social media crying. How come I'm not seeing those things that the squad are discussing? Okay, I don't see there's no comment. All right. 1 minute and 55 seconds, screenshot.
Attention that some people who celebrate a family who takes money from oil barons who loves torture videos, who grape children and put a la bébé on their menu, suddenly have a problem with Meghan speaking at an event for free. Let's be clear on something. Her Best Life podcast is Gemma O'Neill. Her Best Life retreat is Gemma O'Neill. Meghan is just a speaker. These retreats always have a guest speaker, and yes, at times they are paid. However, Meghan is doing this free of charge because Gemma, not me, said that she could not afford the rate in which one would pay Meghan to speak. And Meghan said, look, you and I have a mutual. I'm going to already be in Australia. Let's get together. Let's have fun. Let's talk business and fun and dance and sing. Let's get this cracking. You are seeing people who really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Oh, this is terrible. She's such a grifter. She's such a grifter. Hey, excuse me. Grifters want money. Meghan isn't grifting anyone. This is not her thing. Do look forward to the day where Meghan can have something like this on her own and charge people, because let's be clear, this is honest money. There's nothing nefarious about this. There's nothing slimeball or sleazy. If they are making it sleazy, that's because their shame won't let them admit that they hitched their wagon onto the wrong team. Like I said, the ones over there who are taking some of the dirtiest, bloodiest money is not in the condition to say that what Meghan is doing is not honest work. Sit down, shut up, because you know you're bitter because Meghan and Harry are traveling to Australia, and don't call it a quasi shit. This is two private citizens who understand that stealing and taking from taxpayers is not the jam in 2026, okay? Anyway, abolish that shitty ass monarchy, and I cannot wait until April. Talk to you guys later. Not you, Derangers. Bye.
I like when she
Attention to
did.
seeing people.
I like when she did that cake. Where did she do it here? Never mind. But these people, even if you speak English, sometimes the way they turn words that's not meant to be the way they interpret it, make you look up the words. Grifters, and they keep on. There's Meghan doing the things for free and things like that. Okay, so I sort of have an idea what is going on here after I finish watch Erica. So I did post on my community board, Meghan will be a speaker at different venues, Harry as well. So the Derangers are complaining about that? Okay. All right, next tweet. Bottom line. The haters are disappointed and angry that Harry and Meghan aren't back in the UK acting as scapegoats and waiting for handout from Charles, period. Okay? There's that. Yep, they're so mad that she's traveling everywhere around the world but the UK. They desperately need her there for scapegoating and she's not bringing the bait. There's the laugh here. Let's pause. Moving to end up living their best life, productive, successful lives without thinking about the PDF enablers, ensuring it can be done all on their own money. You nailed it. I never thought about it that way, but egad. To them, bravo diva, no lies detected. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Sussex Squad haters. Right, so there's this here. Why are people who even afford her gem and candles crying about her $2,000 retreat in another country? All right, so it has to do with the thing that she's gonna do in Australia. A prince, why would they want to attend? I thought she was irrelevant and unrelatable. I'm telling you, that's an ad. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Like 5 or 6 more. Let's pause. Could it be this one? Okay, reality is that not one of the Meghan's haters who attacked her can endure 5 minutes of the hate treatment she's receiving 24/7, or the same hate treatment they give her every effing day. They get angry, start crying, and call people woke, screaming about how hard their lives, okay, how hard their lives, etc. Derangers, British media mouthpieces, Piers Morgan, Dan Wootton, Kelly Asborn, etc. dish it out, but can't take it. Meghan is a extremely strong woman, while her haters, aka attackers, are weak, extremely weak people. Yep, okay, and she actually said Meghan name correctly. 1 gold star for her. Okay, maybe it's her. I had the thing on my list. I didn't even know. Maybe it's her. Okay, her best life. All right, let's listen. 54 seconds. So that's probably will answer my question. Whatever doubt that I have of why the squad are upset.
One of the speakers that will be joining us in person on the weekend, I am like beside myself about, because I have admired this woman and what she has endured, how she's risen above it, and how she has demonstrated how a woman can be pushed down and she can still rise. And that person is Meghan, Duchess of Sussex.
when she said and she rise, that reminds me of one of the squadded who did a video with she rise. I think that was either one of the first Sussex squad videos that I saw from V. But anyway, let's continue.
And I can't believe I'm even saying those words. There's no one more shocked than me, because I know what you're all thinking, because I'm thinking the same thing, which is, how has Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, this incredible woman, gone from Oprah to talking on stage with just little old me, Gemma, in Sydney? So I'm going to explain how this has come about, because I think it's really important that you guys understand how this opportunity has come for our community. One of the speakers that
Love to continue listening to her, how it came about. Let me pause and search before I move on to the next one. All right, I find almost 10-minute worth of her podcast where she's talking about it, but there's no reason for me to wait. If it was 4-5 minutes, well, 5 minutes is even too much. Maybe a little bit more, let's say 3 minutes explaining really quick, but I would have shared it with you. But this one is almost 10 minutes. All right, go on her, wherever her podcast is, and go listen to it. Okay, I'll bookmark it, take the link for myself. I could listen to it privately. My God, damn, I just waste at least 4-5 minutes or something like that. But anyway, I did find the podcast. I decided to put it aside. I'm not gonna share it. It's like 10 minutes. Okay, get them, Harry. All right, what did I miss? Who is Prince Harry going to get? You didn't miss anything. There's the thumbs up. That's how the squad usually have their talk. Oh my God. Next tweet. Okay, 2, 4, about 4 more. All right, Platell, the Sussexes Australia trip will bring discomfort to the unpopular Windsors. Who cares? All right, let's see here. These British media people tell on themselves and so much angry that Harry and Meghan are going, but more so that William and Kate are lazy, refuse to travel, and refuse to provide good content for the tabloid. Look at Commonwealth Day. They did not make any front page of any major newspaper or tabloid, unheard of and years gone by. In contrast, Harry and Meghan seem to love to travel for work, and the media is pissed because had Harry and Meghan remained working royals, they would have been right there covering their work and basking in the glory. What Platell doesn't seem to understand is that Harry and Meghan have long since distanced themselves from the left behind Tamil royals, and their popularity anywhere globally is unaffected by the deeply unpopular wank, William and Kate, Charles and Camilla. It's not a royal tour. Alright, does Amanda know that they aren't doing public event and walkabouts and blocking off entire street or sections of the public square? Like, the delusion of these people is off the chart. Okay, I'm here for it all. So that will be the cherry on top. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's go to the next one. 3 more. Alright. What's the point of Wall Street Journal article about Prince Harry and Prince William's rift? Okay, this is the same thing that had happened already in the UK. They bring it here in the US. People who are not paying attention to Harry and Meghan kind of rift that been happening, for them, that will be new for them. So the squad, many of the squad are in the US, so we've been known. All right. Will no longer make it into the US news cycle. This was one way for KP to sneak in a profile article about William. It looks as if the journalist went with egg to a few engagements, so it's definitely a commission article. All right, William is deeply, deeply damaged man. How different he would have been had he married a woman who wanted him to be the best version of himself and encourage him to get help for his issue, like Meghan encouraged Harry. Okay, let's say he did marry someone. Okay, both of them mutually in love, they agreed, whatever. But guess what? The way the institution trained William to be, they will compromise. They will make the wife diminish herself to be at whatever level that they want her to be. No matter what. If both William and whoever she had married did agree, they were in love, but the institution will diminish her. All right, so William could stand up. I don't know where did they come with that particular analysis, but whatever. All right, weird. Most readers of the Wall Street Journal, DJAF, don't give a F about the Windsors. That's true. Egg equal angry illiterate bald demon. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, people who read Wall Street Journal, even though I think it's a Murdoch on, it's mostly about business, but even that have been compromised. Well, they're talking about William, but it used to be about business thing, but I don't know what it turns into now, where they talk about the markets and things like that. All right, someone tagged me on this. All right, and it's one of my subscribers. All right, so there's me here. That's me. Malcolm X viewed the media as the most powerful entity on earth, capable of manipulating public perception by making the guilty innocent and the innocent guilty. All right, so that's this from Bernie Sanders. That's elected officials in the U.S. One family, the right-wing Trump-aligned Allisons, will soon control. All right, this is some of the medias. All right, TikTok, CBS, CNN, HBO, Discovery. Okay, the Paramount, there it is here. MTV, Pluto TV, Showtime, TBS, the CW, TNT, Warner Brothers, and more. Did Netflix, okay, let me go search. Did Netflix finish the deal with, what was it, Warner Brothers? Acquire it? Okay, so this is the question that I asked Google. How is the Netflix, I even spelled Netflix wrong. Netflix deal with Warner Brothers going? Because I didn't know. So they say here, Netflix has officially abandoned its deal to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery as of late February 2026, choosing not to increase its offer after Paramount Skydance submitted a superior all-cash bid. Netflix deemed to escalating price financially unattractive option to preserve capital and walk away with a $2.8 billion backup fee. All right. So they didn't, it's done with. They didn't go for it. But whatever. So that's the answer here. All right. So the Trump people gonna control all of this. But guess what? People have option. I hope they know. They don't have to pay for it. It's like they're gonna pay these companies to brainwash them. So by now they should know. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I think there's another one. Media tag. Okay, that was that. I have one more after this. All right, let's listen to this. Okay, why conservative women vote against their own interests for Trump. This disturbing. All right, 1 minute and 33 seconds. Oh, come on.
Why conservative women vote against their own interests. There's a scientific reason for that, and you're not going to like the answer. Professors at High Point University studied 4,271 Americans to find out exactly why women vote for Trump. And what they found was a little disturbing. There are 47 million white women in America without a college degree. Over 60% of those women voted for Trump, and here's why. First reason is they believed people of color didn't deserve what they have. They believed any inequality people of color faced is their own fault and that they're just lazy. That belief made them 4 times more likely to vote for Trump. The second main reason they voted for Trump, they felt threatened by other women succeeding. Their own lives weren't going anywhere. So when another woman got ahead, it didn't inspire them. It made them feel worse about themselves. And the easiest way to feel better was to make sure that other women failed. That belief made them 54% more likely to vote for Trump. Without a college degree, your options are limited. Your status depends on your husband, your community, and the world staying exactly the way it is. So when other women start earning more, getting promoted, gaining power, it doesn't feel inspiring to them. It feels like losing. And the researchers proved it. They aren't voting for better healthcare. They aren't voting for lower prices. They're voting specifically to stop other women from succeeding. These women don't want equality. They want you to fail. And they're going to keep voting this way until you do fail.
Well, they're eliminating themselves, because what I'm hearing from other white women, not personally, but on social media, is that their partners are eliminating them, abusing them. So, whatever. We keep on moving forward. They're not looking at themselves, but they're looking at others. This one, I thought it was funny. It should have been on my other video that I'm about to create, but I thought I added here. Can I speak to Iran, please? Listen, it's 2 minutes and 8 seconds. I didn't listen to it yet. Calling Iran.
Yes, hi. Can I speak to whoever is now in charge in Iran? Yes, I'll hold. Yes, hi. Iran, can you also patch in China and Russia? Because I'm only going to say this one time. I need everybody on the line. Yes, it's a party line. Yes, hi. Hey, everyone, listen. What the hell is going on? Uh-huh. Yes. Exactly. But see, here's the thing, though. We don't have anything to do with that. Y'all have the direct coordinates, correct? Because it's upsetting me and my homegirls over here. Yes, we did see when he was asked, do we need to worry about retaliation? He said, I guess. And then Russia pulled up, and now China's in. And I know China, I know, you do not mess with, I know Russia, you was kiki and a ha-ha and in that man's face, and he thought you was his friend. I knew. So you've been playing this for years. This is an inside job. Okay, listen, everything's going up over here. They're also calling it a holy war, but I talked to JC and Sky Daddy, and they are not in this. Right? This is about money, oil, and power. Oil? Oh, they took it from Venezuela, right? Well, it's only useful if the price goes up, and now everything's going up. Yes. China, I'm gonna call you separately about some purses. I need to. Okay. Russia, no. Absolutely not. Directly to him. Do you hear me? Everything you know, directly to him. Okay? Iran, listen. Okay? Nothing to do with us. The blacks, yes. All right. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Bye.
This is, someone mentioned the bar in the back. Look at 3 little liquor. Okay, the bar in the background is sending me. Soon we're all gonna need one. I love her. There's the laugh here. People are just laughing. The blacks. All right. So that is it. I mean, people are making light of that crazy world that we live in. But anyway, that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna do another video. The next video is gonna have to do with politics, so it's not for everybody. That will be the first tweet here. There's so much going on. Alright, so that is it. Thanks for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
we ask for forgiveness, and please come back.